Hi, this is Lola. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to do a flip through of my Hobonichi weeks, which I'm housing in the Tea House Americano from Chic Sparrow. I don't remember if I did a flip through with me talking, so I might as well do that. The monthly has become my fitness kind of tracker, because since we've been in isolation, it's been kind of going really badly. And as you know, it is a planner usually on this side. I have the appointments and everything. I did a little bit of a tracking for a little bit, and then I went to my personal journal for that, and right now I'm not really tracking anything, to be completely honest. But so I have little doodles of, usually it's pictures I take during the week, or things like I found my lip gloss I was looking for. Yeah, apparently losing stuff is really my thing, but I wanted to do a little more close up because I realized a lot of the times these are hard to see. We had just watched Klaus on Netflix, and this is my cat and my boyfriend sleeping together, things like that. Same thing this week. You have, you know, all the to-dos and things that I've done. Sometimes not everything's on there. There are things that I know I have to do and I'm not worried about forgetting. Let's put it this way. But this was New Year's. We went to see the Descanso Garden had enchanted light. I tried to reproduce this picture of my daughter. She was spinning this big metal thing, but it didn't really work. I like when I do really tiny ones, but they're really kind of hard to see. This is me drawing one of my underwater photo and the acrylic gold paint that I was using. And we went to see the Christmas tree at the Americana in Glendale, which is absolutely gigantic. And we went to Neon Arcade that weekend, and then the Sawdust Festival on Sunday, but in Orange County, which was rainy and cold. So it wasn't exactly a win, but I got to see it and determine whether or not I should participate, and I don't think I should. It's more crafts than fine art as far as I could tell. A lot of things were closed when we went because of the rain and the cold weather, so I will hit it again, but it was beautiful and it was definitely a fun time. Again, cat, boyfriend sleeping. These are from Wenit Studio on Etsy. I love her shop. You'll see a lot of her stuff here. Every other week I don't have my kids, and those weeks I usually do bigger drawings, or I'll draw. We were watching Sons of Anarchy, so I'll put that there. Again, this has become, it slowly morphed last year into like a memory keeping, which I know I already have another one, my A6 illustrated journal, but this one is more highlights, and I don't know, I do it with the pen. I do it like really fast. It doesn't feel like there's not a lot of room to cover, so it feels kind of easy. My daughter was sick, so she was sleeping with our cuddly bear, Ghost, and I caught up on my Hobonichi. She was sick for 2 days, nothing bad, but my cat, my daughter playing on a video game on my phone probably. My black cat, which I have yet to figure out how to color a black cat without it looking like this. And we watched last Star Wars. We went to a screening, and we went to Dave & Buster afterwards. It was really fun. And we played Mario Kart with my son, and we had a really good time. It was like one of those bonding things. This was the week I was working a lot on gold leaves on my prints. I was trying to get ready for Superfine Art Fair, and it was raining. Christmas happened. Ghost, when he used to have more cross-eyed, he's actually kind of grown out of it. I went on a bike ride. My boyfriend has a motorcycle, but we went really close, and I'm a little bit scared. And my daughter made him promise to be careful, so. And we went out to dance that Saturday night. See, I put it on Sunday because Sunday was recoup day. And this was the new year. That's right, we went to see the Descanso lights, and then I saw that the the Arboretum in LA had also lights, Moonlight Forest. So I ended up contacting a bunch of my friends who have kids, and we all went to see that. That was really beautiful. Then, you know, it was pretty holiday-like. We walked to the park with Saskia and the kids. My son used his skateboard that he just got for Christmas. My daughter had a sleepover with her best friend in our old neighborhood, so we went to visit my very dear friend Seal. And then I cleaned out and took my Christmas tree away. Yeah, so that was a fun week. You know, same. I love doing the weather. People ask me, look at how cool that looks. All the blue. I love that. So it's worth it doesn't take me that long to do, and it's worth it. This was, I think, a bunny, and I'm not sure. I think we petted a bunny when we went to pick up Lila. We went to see an old friend of Max, and they played, and he had a bunny that I pet that kind of got scared. He was really soft. And then I made my hair color. I got my eyes checked. Max made this Yoda puppet with toilet paper, empty toilet paper roll at his dad's, and he sent it to me. My babies came home, and then my son went back to his dad, and I hosted the next sleepover with my daughter's bestie at our place. They woke up at 4 a.m. They were really tired. That week I was working a lot to prepare for Superfine, and so I felt the need to write it. I don't know, I started this and I really liked it. I was going to the gym a lot. I'm sorry, very noisy in my neighborhood. And to the dentist a lot. Orthodontist for my daughter, dentist for my son. So yeah, it was kind of that thing. We did a Goodwill drop off, which is right by my house too. And we went bowling, which was really fun. And we had a barbecue at my boyfriend's sister the next day. That was fun too. Still preparing for the art fair and applying gold leaf. This one is actually sitting right next to me. This was an experiment. It's an old print that I have that is mounted, but I've already messed it up once, or I wasn't happy with it. It's not messed up, and so I figured I would experiment and do a little bit more crazy shape. I don't love the texture of it, but that's due to the paper that I use to print the photo onto. But whatever, I'm digressing. Gold leaf, my son. This print, which had a lot of success, one of my black and white. I don't do a lot of black and white underwater, and I added the gold, and those sold quite well. Ladies breakfast with ladies I worked with when I used to work at Discovery Channel, so a long time ago, and we used to do ladies brunch a lot, and we hadn't done that in a long time. It was really fun to see them. So same thing, art. Max has braces. That's when they put his braces on. He had a play date with one of his friends, and they skateboarded. He was sick. He's got like stomach thing. I mean, he eats a lot. And sometimes he mixes stuff together, and that's not always good. We celebrated Lila's birthday at the bowling alley. That was really fun. And then we had a barbecue at my boyfriend's brother's house. That was super fun too. That was officially my daughter's birthday is the 3rd, so I got Lila out for lunch. That's usually what I do, and I asked her, and she wanted her brother to come, so I got both of them out to lunch, and she picked In-N-Out. And then I took them home. That week I had a Superfine art fair. They came to visit with their dad on Saturday, which was really fun. And it was fun because I had a friend who was showing at the same place, and another friend as well, so that does these really cool street signs with inspirational messages. You might have seen them if you walk around Glendale and Pasadena, and he's at a little bit all over now. So that was after the art fair. Really tired. I was a little bit disappointed by how it was organized and how it went, so I was kind of taking care of myself for a little bit. My friend that did the art fair with me gifted me a foot massage, so we went together, and that was really fun. Then we went to have lunch at Kitchen Mouse, which is a vegan place. I'm not vegan, but I am gluten-free and pretty much dairy free, so those are great because I know I can eat pretty much everything. And my son had a trip with his class, Catalina Island. I'm so glad he got to do it. Now looking back at all this, I had to stay at the pub because I had agreed to leave some of my photos, and yeah, I wouldn't do that again to myself, like go back to back, because I was exhausted. We biked around the Rose Bowl and we walked to the playground, very chill days. We had a brunch at my friend's, and my friend Sophie, her son, and my son, we they've known each other since before they were born because I knew her. And so we went there and they invited their friend. They're kind of the trio now, so that was really fun. And he proceeded to put the icy all over his face. It was all purple, so it was kind of funny. It was a cute picture. Laundry, it was my boyfriend's birthday, so we went to the Ace Hotel. I had friends who were coming from Portland, so it was kind of like perfect. We bathed all the pets. That's Gizmo all wet. It's always a fun time. And then we went to Disneyland. We almost didn't go because COVID-19. We were starting to hear it, and Disneyland is a place where people come from everywhere, and we were very paranoid. That's when I got my antibacterial, and I couldn't find the pocket one, so I had a 2-pack. Still using it now. It's kind of ironic now, but we made the kids like not touch their faces, and they were always like washing their hands, doing that. We had a great time. We went to both Disneyland and California Adventure, and we stayed overnight, and it was my kids and my boyfriend's daughter, so it was really fun. Yeah, and then my son had a haircut, or did I have a haircut? I had a haircut. Trader Joe's, my daughter bicycling, and we had just a quiet. Okay, and I'm back. It got really noisy. I forgot, I love this image. My son took a banana and put sunglasses on it, and I don't know why. He took a picture of it, and I don't know why. I love this image. I think I drew it in my illustrated journal as well. This was a week without my kids, but my daughter wasn't feeling good, so I ended up picking her up, and her brother afterwards. They got picked up by their dad later. It was a full moon. We saged the house a little bit, walked around, did some few hiking. While we're getting close, this is March, and this is the week it all started going a little crazy. I went to Target and Trader Joe's that Monday, thank goodness, and I was a mystery reader at the school, and I remember thinking there was a lot of kids that were coughing, and it made me a little nervous. It was Crazy Hair Day on Tuesday and PJ Day on Wednesday, and that's when World Health Organization declared it a pandemic, and that's when I decided, I didn't sleep all night, and I decided they were staying home. And so we stayed home Thursday, and Friday they announced the schools were closing, which is crazy. Friday we had company. My boyfriend's sister and his daughter came over, and his niece, so we had a few people over, and that's pretty much the last time we saw people really. And then the self-isolation started. This is a picture of my daughter rinsing the Crazy Hair Day color hairspray. It's almost a tradition now. And that was the first week of isolation. We repotted some plants. I had Max do the dishes. It was very chill. We had face covering because, again, my Halloween costume was at my ex, and he had them from Japan, and I needed one, so he gave it to me, so I had that. Week 2, same. It was very chill. Their dad was still working by then, but they had made it so that there was only 10 people per building at his job. So yeah, we just special time, a lot of cuddly time, a lot of little walks around the neighborhood. That week my kids were at their dad's, so I drew these because I missed them. And they were just my son, he had a spoon on a magnet and his underwear on his head. It was like his outfit to protect himself. It was just a joke. And then my daughter with her face mask, the antibacterial, is just like, it's a picture of her that it's just kind of striking. But yeah, a lot of just chill time. That's when I wasn't feeling good. I was sick, so that week I didn't have my kids again because we, of course, were being super safe. And I drew this, I remember, on camera. It's a Dominic Bieler image. His is much, much better. This poor girl doesn't even look the same. And then I got my kids back, and that was amazing. We drew with the charcoal chalk markers on the mirrors. We went for walks, and my son drew this COVID-19 little drawing with the nurse and the monster that it is, chilling with the cats. That was his take on the Banksy art on the mirror. We ran into, there's parrots everywhere around here, and we went for a hike, and they were so loud, like a hike or walk around the block, honestly, and they were so loud. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I think I had put it in my stories because it was ridiculously loud. And then this is my boyfriend's daughter, who was there most of the week, actually. She was making a really funny face, so I ended up taking a picture. That week again, they were at their dad's. I think I drew a muka. I don't really like the way the acrylic paint is all patchy. I still want to do another layer because I really don't like, look at it, it's all patchy. And then this was last week, which you saw. That's my daughter petting our cuddly cat. We found a roly-poly while we were walking around. We had a little sewing lesson we took. We had tons of bags that we have to donate to Goodwill because she went through a closet, and she wanted to make a shirt for her teddy, and I was like, well, we could use an old t-shirt or underwear. We actually used an old t-shirt and cut it up. I didn't do a pattern. I'm not super good at doing this, but it worked. It looked fine, and she sewed it. We went on daily bike rides, which was fun. My son didn't love it because between the helmet and the face mask and the heat, it was a little bit harsh, I have to say. We watched Sonic. We rented Sonic. They really wanted to watch it. I don't know that I would have watched it by myself. My son was cuddling our dog then. And yeah, and this is this week, which I haven't started drawing yet, and I will do that on camera probably tomorrow. So hopefully you enjoyed this very detailed flip through. I figured, why not? It's a good way for me to also look back at when life seemed a little less crazy. I hope all of you are doing very well and are safe and healthy, and thank you for watching always. Bye bye.